So take note. I made I made a video about this before, but like since Undisputed is coming out soon, it's not in its final stages. They're still dropping updates on PC and all that. I really like to play the game in its final form, but besides that, let's talk about the most recent fighting game we got. And that's UFC 4. As we all know, UFC 4 is fucking garbage, and I'm gonna say what the soon and up and coming fighting games, why they should not be like UFC 4. So UFC 4 is not realistic at all. See, if you trained in real life, then you would know how some things work and some things don't. But problem is, if you try to apply that to the game, you're going to get knocked out. That's how that works. Whenever you're strategic and all that, it's not going to work. The game was made by people who don't know what the fuck they're doing, and it's made for people who don't know shit about martial arts. That's how it is. So when they start throwing bullshit at you, like, it's ridiculous. Throw a jab, easy. I can see it coming. I'm just slip that shit and hit you with the uppercut or a hook, one of them. Throw a hook, then I'm going under. Hit you with the uppercut. Throw a fucking uppercut, then I'm slipping over. Fuck you up. But that's not the case. So one thing I noticed about this game, which is a lot. See, I'm talking about career mode a lot because you will see most of this shit in career mode and online. So I just want to talk about how fraudulent career mode is. So when you I remember in the trailers, they said your fighter was going to have a huge role. He was going to do this and that, and nothing is going to stop him. He can make his own path. Nothing is going to stop him from doing anything. But the problem is, so as soon as you get on here, the first fight you have, you are scripted to lose. Like, that contradicts everything that the trailer was promoting. And, you can knock the guy down and all that as much as you like, but you're not going to knock him out. And since you didn't have no control over those past rounds, you lose by decision. So regardless, you're fucked. Let that sink. And with this, this immediately contradicts everything. Like, how you literally start your game off with a huge contradiction to what you've been promoting. And so you start from ground zero and you're learning all these moves and nonsense. See, my problem is, like, you learn all these moves, you get all these upgrades, and then when you try to use your fighter outside of career mode, all that shit is gone. That's fucking bullshit, bro. Like, seriously? Like, I literally grinded my ass off to get these moves and these upgrades, and you're going to fucking do that shit? Like, okay, whatever. Completely takes away from that whatsoever. So another thing is that the progression system is absolute ass. And I say it because, like, see, I play on the hardest difficulty, and in sparring, like, your sparring partner is literally trying to kill you. Like, why are you telling me to do body shots when he's throwing uppercuts? He keeps throwing uppercuts when you want me to body shots and overhands. Like, why is he throwing these shots that can knock me out? Like, bro. And then on top of that, every time you get knocked down in sparring, you get fucking injured. Every fucking time. It's not like in a regular fight. And because of this, your attributes, you lose some attributes, and then you have to use the fucking upgrade tokens to get that shit back. Like, bro, it's so fucking stupid. And, you know, on top of that, the actual upgrades themselves, they are not cheap whatsoever. So yeah, that's strike one. And then, you know, when it comes to actually upgrading your moves, like, it takes fucking forever to actually upgrade one move, which leads me to say, like, why didn't they add a new game plus kind of feature to my career? Like, I would love to go back from the jump with all my moves and fight people. But that's not the case. They're so fucking lazy that they will not implement that. And because of that, like, see, the thing is that your fighter is disadvantaged from the jump. And like, I say it's because, like, see, what's the point of having a longevity bar and your opponents don't have this? And the fanboys will ask, how do you know this? Well, it's simple. Why the fuck is Holly Holmes fighting me when she's 60 years old? 60 years old. And then I was like, this bitch is old. She's 60. I can take her out easily. Guess what? When I fought her, nothing changed. She was the same. Nothing has changed. And that was trash. Like, why? Why? And, you know, I'm in these fights and all that. So we're fighting, and like, this bitch hit me with so many fucking cow kicks that she tore my ACL. And I was out for a very long time. I cow kicked the fuck out of her, and guess what happens? Nothing. Just a knockout, and that's it. Like, you don't tell us what happens to these fucking fighters. Like, bro, you're so disadvantaged. And then when you take all this damage, it fucks up your longevity bar. And, you know, it decreases to a point where the game forces you to retire. It forces you to retire. And it's not fair to me that I'm forced to retire when the fucking CPU, NPC, whatever, they can fight as long as they want to. That's not fair, bro. And, you know, on top of that, like, they also don't get injured. Like, I knock my fucking sparring partner. I knock him down every fucking time we get in there. And I have to hold myself back from finishing him off. But every time, he does not get injured. Yeah, as soon as he fucking taps me, I'm injured. Like, let me tell you how he fucking knocks me down. He just comes out of nowhere with this quick-ass 3-piece combo, and bam, I'm on the floor. It's so quick, like, you cannot react to it. And, like, where was... It literally comes out of nowhere every time. It happens every time, bro. Like, they just come out of nowhere and rock you just like that. And, you know, my problem is, like, also these upgrades, the upgrade, the abilities and all that, they're fucking useless. Like, I made this Mike Tyson character, and I got Predator on the thing. Predator makes you go faster when you're going forward, which is stupid. I'll get back to that in a second. But it makes you go faster when you're going forward. And so I'm going forward, yet the opponent is going back. I cannot catch up to him still. In real life, that has never been a problem for me. But in this game, like, the game wants you to run after them, so that when you run after them, they can throw a fucking 2 right in your face, go right through your head for a knockout. They want you to get knocked out. They're setting you up for that. And it's shit like that, man. Shit like that. Like, why? Like, what's the point? And, you know, I am trying to, fucking get my fight to be better, but I'm always being held back somehow, while the other guy isn't. And, the gameplay itself is really bad. Like, bro, if you have your guard up while you slip and all that shit, the counters are going to be a lot slower. But if you have your guard down and you slip, it's a lot faster. And here's my fucking problem. When you have your guard down, they slip with their hands all the way below their fucking stomach. And you mean to tell me that is faster? Bro, see, when I slip with my fucking hands that fucking low, it's even more slower for me than when I have them higher. When I have them higher, it's quick. When I have them that low, I have to bring my hand all the way up. I have to do a lot of shit. I have to adjust. And you mean to tell me that is faster than having your hands up? That's the shit I'm talking. Like, the people who made this game know nothing about fighting, bro. And the whole point of that is just for you to get knocked out if you get caught. That's the whole point of that. And, the moves that they do is so illogical. Like, bruh, how... I throw a punch and they do that sidestep. When they do that sidestep, how is he behind my shoulder from one step? He literally does one step and he's behind my shoulder. Like, how is that even possible? And then, like, even when you have them backed up in the corner, that's how they can escape. That's how they can get out the corner. It's so goddamn stupid. And on top of that, it's like they know where you're going to throw. So that when you throw a right hook, they're just going to sidestep to the left side. Easily get away from it. You'll rarely actually catch them because it's that damn stupid. And then on top of that, sometimes when I actually do get the counter off, see, I was fighting fucking Francis Ngannou. The game wants you to go low. It wants you to duck because he's going to try to throw a hook that's going to knock you out. So when you duck and try to come back up that uppercut, he's still going to fucking catch you because he's throwing a combo at absolutely nothing and you're still going to get caught by that combo. Like, he's going to throw a hook and he's going to miss, and then as you're coming back over that uppercut, he's throwing another hook. But here's the thing, when he throws that hook, it's literally meant to be a headshot, but the game lets him adjust it to be, a headshot even though you're already low. So he still connects and he possibly knocks you out. It's that bad, man. And don't even get me started on this shitty ground game. Like, why the hell is that if you have no wrestling, no takedown defense, all that shit, you're fucked? Because if they take you on the ground, they can do whatever they want with you. Like, it's so ridiculous. It makes zero sense. Like, you try to get up, like, your stamina is just flatlining every time. Even when you're literally doing nothing. If it's still in the animation, your stamina is flatlining. And then, like, you're trying so hard to get out that you have no stamina, and that's when they go for the fucking submission. And then, like, why the fuck does this game have 2 submission bars? Like, why is there 2 submission bars? There should only be 1. And, I looked it up. I looked up why the bar would be so fucking big even though you still have stamina. And they said that it's because you're panicking while you're trying to get the shit done. But the problem is, of course I am panicking because his bar is, my bar is so fucking big and his bar is literally just sitting in there. How can I slow down when the submission bar itself for him is going up? Like, bro, How do you expect me not to panic? The whole point of it is to get away from his fucking shit, and you expect me not to panic? Like, what kind of shit is that, man? And then, like, on top of that, sometimes you are defending the takedown, but they do this fucking, they climb up on you and put you in the fucking arm bar, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Nothing. And the people who are defending this game does not know shit. Talking about some damn, well, you should have been doing this. What? No, bro. I be doing this shit in real life. You cannot tell me shit. This game is fucking garbage. It's garbage. Like, it makes no sense. You know, you can... I just don't know what to say. Like, how can you defend this fucking game? And, you know, like, as I said, the fucking career mode is garbage. It's pretty much non-existent. Like, you have that first opening cutscene, and after that, you don't really get no more cutscenes after that. The bald head guy, he's wearing the same clothes for like, what, 16 years? It's fucking insane. And then, like, there's also times where you try to throw a punch, but the game doesn't let you throw a punch, and it lets the other guy throw a punch. But problem is, he's not just throwing a punch, he's throwing a combo, and that whole time, you literally cannot do anything. You get cracked, just like, bro, this game is so bad. It's ridiculous. Like, it makes no sense. See, I'm a boxer. I'm not an MMA fighter. But I know for a fact that fucking MMA fighters do not bring their head so far back when they throw a knee. Like, what can I do against that besides side step? Like, it's so stupid, bro. It's so goddamn dumb. Like, if you throw a knee like that, you can easily just fall to the ground. Like, it's so ridiculous. They just throw a fucking knee and they lean their head all the way back to a point where you cannot touch it at all. And even when you try to touch it, that knee is going to fuck you up just like that. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, I don't know what to say. And then as I said, there are a lot of times when this game contradicts itself. Like, it says the best counter for overhand is a straight. But even when you throw the straight, the overhand still goes through that shit and connects. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do at that point? And to say that the best counter for overhand is a straight is complete bullshit, by the way. If you catch him with the uppercut, it's over. Just like that. A straight can work, but the problem is, in the game, it won't work. The game contradicts itself. Not with what can actually happen, but with its own mechanics whatsoever. And, goddamn. You know, guys like Adesanya, if he throws a fucking elbow in this game, he's pretty much throwing a jab. It's that fucking bad, bro. And don't even get me started on the online mode. If it's anything about online mode, it's when you fight these guys. They are pretty heavy on exploiting the fucking game. Like, they all fight the same. They crack you in the head, and you're in the health event, they're going to start going for your body. And then when you cover your body, they're going to start going back to your head. Like, it's so bad. They all fight the same. That's how you... This game is so fucking bad. Oh my gosh. Then, on top of that, some of these guys, you know, they like to exploit the game. They're going to do this head movement spam. And the problem is, this game is just so fucking bad. This guy literally he slipped into my fucking hook. But the problem is, my hook went through his head and nothing happened. He literally leaned into oh my god. The head move spam makes these fuckers apparently a ghost. It's that bad. What I'm getting at with all this is that don't make another game like this shit. We don't need it. We don't want it. Like, it's not fair to throw a knockout punch that goes right through a fucker's head and do nothing. It's not fair. So with that said, all I'm hoping for is that Undisputed be a lot better. But there's one more thing I want to put out there before, what's the point of invite a fighter? You should not have to learn a move from another fighter. Unless it's like that one Cyril Gunn elbow. I mean, whatever his fucking name is. Unless it's like that one elbow he cracked that one guy with, which was actually pretty cool, by the way. Unless it's that, I can get that. But that's not even in the fucking game, because the game is that bad. But why is there invite a fighter when, say you're a black belt in Taekwondo. You know every kick there is because you're a black belt. When you get a black belt, you can teach other people and all that bullshit, I believe. So why do I have to learn this move from another fighter? That makes absolutely no sense. A looping cross, a haymaker. Like, bro, your coach, you have a coach, trainer, whatever. They teach you everything they can. But the fact that I have to learn the most basic shit from other fighters, a fucking spinning reverse sidekick, like that's basic, bro. It's ridiculous. This game is just that bad. They put no effort into this game, which is the reason why you have shit like that. And then the problem is that this is the only fighting game out right now, pretty much. They can do better, but they will not. They don't care. See, the problem is, the reason why it's like this is because if people, who are trained can actually play the game the way they want, then they're going to be on top of the leaderboards. Not some guy who sits on his couch and hasn't thrown a punch ever in his life. It's fucking ridiculous.